Welcome back to the 30 Days React Coding Challenge, designed specifically for React beginners. Over the next 30 days, you would learn React by building projects. Each day, we would build a functional React project that teaches you core React components like props, states, effects, routing, and many more. By the end of the 30 Days Coding Challenge, you'll be a much better React developer. This is day 3, and we're building product card. So we have the product card at the center of our screen. In the product card, we have the image here. We have the title of the product. We have description of the product. We have the price of the product, and we have a button to add to cart. So this is basically what we're going to build. This product card, by the way, is responsive, so we can check the responsiveness right here. You can see that it fits into this size, 420 by 660. And if we check it here as well, if we use XR, you can see this is the size. We can check the responsiveness in any screen size. You're going to see what it looks like in all of the screen size. Okay, so let's get to work. So, so now you're going to open your code editor, then you navigate to your terminal, click on new terminal. We're going to be creating a project folder on the terminal. So in the project folder, so we're going to change directory to desktop, and then we're going to create our React app, npm create vits at latest product card hyphen template React. Then you press enter. Ensure you're connected to the internet. And now we're going to change directory to that project folder, products card. Then we're going to install React dependencies, npm install. Press enter as well. Now we're going to type in code space then full stop. Then you press enter. This is going to open your project folder in a new window. And we're going to close the previous window and expand this. So now we navigate to terminal. On the terminal, we're going to start our server. So we're going to type in npm run dev, then we'll press enter. So you're going to click on the link, and we should see the default React app in our local browser. So here we have it. The counter is working, every other thing is working. So the next step now is to do cleanup, so that we can use this React app as we desire. So I'm just going to collapse this a bit. While we have Vite plus React, I'm going to change this to subscribe to my channel. And let's see if this is working. You can see it right here. It's working perfectly well. This is a reminder for you to subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, drop a comment on what you want me to be next. Now let's do the proper cleanup. Okay. So everything we have in app.css, we're going to delete everything. So Control A, then backspace. We're going to use this keyword RAFC to create React snippets. Press enter. To use this RAFC, you need to have this extension, EX7 React Redux React Native extension. Do well to install this extension. Then let's continue. We're going to delete app.css because we're not going to use it for this project. Index.css as well. We're going to clean everything that we have here. Then in our source folder, we're going to create a new folder for products card. In the product card folder, we're going to create two files, the JSX and CSS file. So we're going to have product card.jsx RAFC to create React snippets, product card.css as well. Okay, so we're going to mount our product card component in our app.jsx now. Product card. Ensure that this imports as well. So the only thing we should see here on our screen is product card. Now let's build this product card. So we're going to use this image. So I'm going to copy this image and paste it in the asset file. The next thing we need to do now is to import the image. I'm going to name it image1 here from dot forward slash asset folder slash. Then the name of the image itself is head4.jpg that we're getting from our asset folder. Okay. Next thing that we are going to do now is to create the objects for our product. So I'm going to name this products we're going to have key value PS. First, the image one, or the comma. Then we'll have the title of the image, which is going to be this. Then we're going to have description of the product, and it's going to be this as well. Let me close this. Then we're going to have the price to be 29.89. Okay. And right here, where we mount our product card, where we render it, we're going to pass products that we have here as a prop. So right here, we're going to have products will be equal to products. This products objects that we've created here, we're passing it here as a props. Now let's create our product card itself. So in the product component, we're going to pass in the product card component, we're going to pass products as prop from the parents. And right here, before our return statement, we're going to destructure the product object to extract individual fields. This will allow us access them directly instead of writing product.title, product.name, product.image, and all of that. So this is basically what I'm saying. We're going to destructure image, title, description, price, and everything here will be equal to products. So everything that we just destructured is what we are getting from here: image, title, description, and price. Okay. Now let's create our UI. For this div tag, I'm going to give it a class name of product card. In the product card container, we're going to have our image. In the image, we're going to pass the image that we have destructured right here. If we had not destructured this product, instead of having just image, let's say I turn this into a comment, we're going to have product dot image. It's still going to work the same way, but the best way is to destructure. So now that we've destructured, we're just going to have image directly. Then we'll have another div tag here for the product info. In the product info, we're going to have the product title. So I'm just going to pass in title instead of product.title. I'm going to give this h2 tag a class name of product title. After the product title, we're going to have our product description. The product description, we're just going to pass in description directly. Then after this, we're going to have the price and the add to cart button. So I'm going to have a div tag for that. So I'm going to name the div tag. I'll give it a class name of product details. So in the product details, we'll have a span tag, which will take the price. And then we're going to have our add to cart button as well after this. Okay, so this is everything that we need in the product card, and we're getting all the information from here. So if we check our screen now, this is what we should have right now: the image, the title, the description, the price, and the button to add to cart. Now let's down so that we can have this. So I'm going to give this span tag a class name of products price, and this as well, the button, I'll give it a class name of products button. So we'll start with styling this div tag that we have here. We're going to use inline styling, so we'll use the style tag. Display here is going to be flex. Justify content will be center. I'm going to add a padding of 2 rem. Now let's style the product card itself. First, we need to import the CSS file into the JSX file. So we're going to have product card.css. Then we'll start with this product card that we have here. For the product card, we'll set the width to 400 pixels. Then the background color, we're going to set the background to this color code. I'm going to set border radius to 1 rem. Overflow will be set to 18. Then we'll have box shadow of this value and this color code 0.1. Then we'll add a transition, transform 0.3 seconds is. Then we'll set the font family. Okay, we need just one font. So we're using this font. If this is not available, then we're going to use this font. Then we have the product image. I'll give you the class name of product image. That is the next thing that we're styling. I'm going to copy the class name and I'll come paste it right here. So for the product image, we're going to set the width to 100%, the height to 370 pixels, object fit will be contain. Then we have the product info. We're going to set the padding 1 rem, and then border top will be 2 pixels solid with this color code. Then we have the product title. The font size will take 2 rem. Margin bottom take 0.5 rem. Color will take this color code. Then we have the product description. We're going to set the font size of this to 0.9 rem. The text color to this color code. Margin bottom to 1 rem. The product details now is what we're going to style. So for the product details, we're going to set the display to flex, then justify content, space between, align items at the center. Then we have the product price. For the product price, we're going to set the font size to 1.5 rem. The font width will be bold, and the color will take this color code. Then we have the product button. So right here for the product button, we're going to set the background color to this color code as well. We'll set the border to none. Padding will take the size 0.9 rem and 1 rem for width and height. We're going to set the border radius to 0.5 rem, and we're going to set the color to this color code white. The font weight will take bold, and the cursor will be pointer. And right here in our index.css for the entire body, we'll set the background color to width. Margin will take 0. Padding will be 0 as well. Then we'll set box sizing, border box. So this is what we're going to have at the end of the day. We have the product card, we have the image, we have the title, description, price, and add to cart. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you watched this to the end, please like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. See you on the next one.